Live only on the Zone, the Ring 6, Teofimo Lopez, the Brooklyn-born king of 140, looks to retain his world title as Shakur Stevenson steps up to become a 4-division world champion. Lopez versus Stevenson, January 31st. Click the link in the description to buy now.
This is Colin McGuigan for IFLTV. Delighted to be joined by Bruce Shoo Carrington in New York City. You're New York City. You're just about to fight in your home city for a world title. What does that mean to Bruce Carrington?
Man, me fighting for a world title in Mecca of boxing, the big room, it's like a dream come true. I've dreamt of this moment so many times. As a little kid and watching Zab Judah and Cotto fight, I've seen so many different fights in the Garden at this point, and now that it's my time to fight in front of my home crowd, it's gonna be a beautiful moment for us to share, and I definitely plan on putting on an emphatic performance.
You speak about that child that you once were, grew up with the ambitions of winning a world title, and especially in New York, couldn't be sweeter for you. But what would that young child think today when you're only a few days out from potentially winning a world title in front of your family, your friends, and all the people that have watched you grow up here in New York City?
Man, that young child would be like just screaming with excitement. I feel like, but at the same time, the child wouldn't believe that the moment is actually happening. Like, it's been so much work that's put in. It's been so much pain that's put in, so much sacrifice, to where at this point it's like I know that I'm ready for this moment, and it's just a surreal moment though that it's happening, because I've started boxing since I was 8 years old, and I used to watch a lot of guys come up that I was in the same gym with, fighting the Golden Gloves and the amateurs in Madison Square Garden, and to be able to fight in a big room, it's something that I definitely like. Just a bunch of prayers and blessings just being answered, man. It's really beautiful. I cherish it.
I know you wear Brownsville Brooklyn on your back, and you're very proud to be from there.
Right.
When you're inspiring a new generation of, that little kid that you spoke about, all those little kids now that are looking up to Bruce Carrington, does that fill you with more inspiration going into a big fight like this?
100%, because I want to continue to be the role model for the guys that's coming up, for all the kids that's looking up to me. I remember the first time I was told that I was someone's role model. I was probably like 20 years old, and it kind of like shocked me, but it made me feel really good and let me know like I'm doing what I need to do. I'm setting a good example, and I'm being the blueprint of people that are probably seemingly thinking that they don't have a place to get out. Like, Brownsville can seem like that's all the world is to you, but there can be more. There can be more. You can do more, and you can be the best of whatever you can be. If you're not trying to be first at whatever you're trying to do, what are you doing it for?
In terms of this fight, I'm sure you've played it over in your head a million times. You've seen that moment of you lifting that world title. Now that it gets closer, what can we expect from Castro, and what way do you think that maybe you can exploit his weaknesses on Saturday night?
Man, with Castro, I expect a lot of durability, a lot of fire, some power. He's a real tough guy. I think that his experience as well with his fights with Luis Neri, Brandon Figueroa, Stephen Fulton, that is gonna help him in this fight for sure on his side. But my plan is to show that there's different levels. And he's at a good level, but I know that I'm levels above him, and we're gonna show the gap and dominate when it comes to our fight on January 31st.
Is there not a pressure, because this is the moment that is potentially going to change your life forever in front of your friends, your family, everyone here in New York? Does that add pressure for you, or do you thrive on that?
Yeah, well, it's a bit of both. Yes, it does add pressure, but I thrive in the pressure. Like I excel in those type of situations, and I just like to be able to prove myself. I like to prove myself to myself, prove myself to the masses, and and with doing that, you're gonna get the best out of Bruce Carrington.
before I let you go, do you have a message to your friends, your family, and all of the Brownsville faithful that will fill Madison Square Garden for you on Saturday?
To all my fans and all my supporters, make sure January 31st, you do not miss the Shoo Show in New York City. Man, it's going to be an electrifying fight. If you guys don't have your tickets, make sure you watch it live on the Zone.
Shushu, thank you so much for your time on IFLTV. We look forward to speaking to you after you're victorious on Saturday night. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Live only on the Zone, the Ring 6, Teofimo Lopez, the Brooklyn-born king of 140, looks to retain his world title as Shakur Stevenson steps up to become a 4-division world champion. Lopez versus Stevenson, January 31st. Click the link in the description to buy now.